He is the undefeated head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sheldon Keefe joining us on the phone. Sheldon, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm very well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
How did that feel last night? I mean, it was a whirlwind the 48 hours prior. When it was over, when you were shaking hands, when you were walking to the back, how did it feel?
Yeah, it felt good. It was a nice finish to what you said was a whirlwind. Certainly, that was what it was. It was fast and furious from everything happening, and then to getting on a plane and getting in late to the hotel in Phoenix and trying to get organized up early and trying to prepare a team for a game, and also work with the new coaching staff and all those types of things. So it didn't seem like the day stopped at all until getting really back to the hotel last night. But to the plane, I guess I should say, last night. That's how it's been. I can't even remember where I am or what I've been doing. But it was excellent, and it felt good in terms of how the whole day went. It was a very positive day, and the credit for that goes to the players and the staff for just helping with the transition and being welcoming and eager to learn and eager to listen. And it was a good day.
Well, congratulations on getting the gig. It looked easy last night. It looked like your guys were having a lot of fun. It looked like the group was really loose. Did you anticipate that type of game from your team, considering you've only been with them for 24 to 48 hours?
Well, I didn't know if I had any real expectations, and I wasn't anticipating anything. If anything, I guess it would be that. Yeah, I would expect that it's going to take time, and it still is, despite the fact that it was a good day yesterday. It's going to take some time for things to really, really come together. And right now, it was a good day yesterday. It was a good win, and the group is feeling good, and that's really positive. And of course, happy that we were able to take a big step like that. But really, what we're wanting to do is make sure that we can build something here that can be sustainable and something that can withstand difficult times and when things are hard. And that's really what we want to work toward, and that's going to take some time because not every day is going to go as it did yesterday. We want to make sure that we can be a resilient group.
Sheldon Keefe, head coach of the Leafs, here on Tim and Sid. Sheldon, the smile on your face after Tyson Barrie scored, what was going through your head in that moment?
Well, you know what, the feeling at that time, frankly, I mean, of course it hits you that Tyson Barrie scores and the meaning that has for Tyson and for the group. But my reaction actually was more to the reaction of our bench. I know the cameras caught part of it, and we watched that back and showed it to our team today. But being on the bench and being kind of surrounded by that energy and the passion of our team that came out in that moment, my reaction was more about sort of recognizing that we've got good things here. We got a good group that care about each other. To me, that showed the spirit of a team, and that's one of the things that's a foundation of a team that can withstand difficult times and can persevere through difficult situations. So my reaction was more to that, about the group and how they responded. That was a good moment.
And Sheldon, yesterday you were talking about just kind of try to build, the spirit of the team back up, and I guess trying to do it in a quick frame of time. But with Tyson specifically in the media, he's been pretty vocal about kind of things getting to his head, the tough start, not scoring in 23 goals. I mean, in terms of your conversations with him, is there much you need to say to a player like that who's had so much success but is has been off to a tough start before the goal last night?
Yeah, you know what? My message to him was when I spoke with him yesterday when he arrived at the arena for the morning skate. He was, the first guy that I wanted to make sure I spent time with. And really what it was about was just trying to reassure him that he is a priority for me and for our team going forward, that we want to set him up for success, and we want to put him in spots where he can utilize his skills, and that it's important to us. For us to take a step as a team, we feel like he needs to be an important piece, and that was really it. And his ability, I think, kind of just took over from there. And he was excited, I think, about playing the game yesterday, and I think he's had really good energy about him. I know in talking to some of the different players that they see a lot more relaxed Tyson Barrie. So that's good. That's a very good sign for our team, and I'm excited for him.
Sheldon, you mentioned after the game, and I'm paraphrasing, so please correct me if I get this wrong, but you alluded to how the players, considering how chaotic the situation was, allowed you to coach them. They allowed you to do some things that were difficult in a short period of time, but they were gracious to you. Why do you think that was?
Well, it's hard to say. I don't know that I can answer that question. I think that's more of a question for them, but that certainly is how they made me feel. I felt very comfortable walking into the room. Well, first of all, when they arrived, I kind of made the rounds and tried to check in with as many or really all the players, check in with them. But then the very first team meeting for me is a big moment. And, I'm obviously a first-time NHL coach, and I have to come in and I have to earn their respect and earn their trust and earn the right to coach them and give them reasons to follow what I'm asking from them. And that's a moment for me, but I felt really comfortable in the room, and they were engaged and they were listening. That's a decision that they made for whatever reason. I think the ultimate reason is that these players and this team wants to be great. And they weren't happy with how things were going in terms of how the team was, hadn't been winning. The team expects to win and believes they're capable of winning. So it just felt as though I was welcomed and helped me be comfortable. And like I said, they made the decision to listen and be engaged, and it was fun to be a part of that, and that was another big moment for me that just speaks to the type of people we have and that they're playing with really good intentions.
Sheldon, you made a couple of changes to the lineup last night. You had Jason Spezza centering Alex Kerfoot. You had him on the wing, and you moved Zach Hyman to the right wing, and you put Ilya Mikheyev up to the John Tavares line, and I thought he was noticeable again last night. I know it's only a game, but specifically with Mikheyev and Kerfoot on the wing, how did you see those two guys last night?
Well, first with Mikheyev, I thought that line was excellent. I thought it gave JT guys on both wings that were all over the puck and got it back, but also made plays and generated shots, and that line was all over the offensive zone through the entire game. So that was really good to see. I thought Kerfoot, playing on left wing for the first game, I think in a long time at least, and also coming off of the injury that he's had and hadn't been eating all that much, and his energy levels weren't great and all that. I don't think, talking today, that he felt he had his strongest game, but we didn't necessarily put him in a great spot in his first game, coming back to move him around and all of that type of stuff. But he'll have another practice day today, and he'll continue to get better. But really like what he brings and the type of player he is. I had a good discussion with him after practice today about what he's capable of and the values and the assets that he has as a player. I think will serve us and him very well with what we're trying to do as a team. So we're excited for him, and of course being back here in Colorado will be fun tomorrow.
Sheldon, life as a head coach for anyone, anywhere, it's a roller coaster at times. But as far as night ones go, that was pretty impressive. Yeah. So congratulations on that and going forward. And we really appreciate that. It has been a whirlwind for you, and I know you're exhausted. Thank you for joining us today, Sheldon. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
There's Sheldon Keefe, 31st head coach in the history of the Toronto Maple Leafs.